washing is something I think you need to know the basics of before you go into university.
Talking about everybody's favourite chore, laundry.
We'll be sharing our laundry wisdom with you. But to be fair, you're probably better off just asking your parents.
Can't open it!
Before I started uni, my nana would do all of my washing and ironing, and I was really worried going to uni about having clean laundry because I'd have to do it myself. I thought I'd end up having to wear the same clothes for weeks and I'd be really smelly and I'd have no friends.
My parents would usually do the washing before I moved to university, and I only ever really did it occasionally. But to be honest, it wasn't really something that worried me when I moved away for the first time.
In terms of things I kind of wish I knew before I went into university, I think it's kind of you learn as you go along.
When I was still living with my parents, they would do the washing for me, and they have like days for black washing, red washing, you know how adults do it. But since I've moved to the UK to do a gap year and then go to university, I've been doing my washing all by myself. Thank you, thank you.
Laundry is definitely one of those things where if you keep on top of it, it's not really a big deal. But if you let it get out of hand, then it's just a big job to get it all done.
In the first few weeks of uni, I tried to put off doing my washing for as long as physically possible.
I did my washing approximately every 2 weeks.
In my first year of university, I stayed in student accommodation, which had a really nice laundry room with really big washing machines. You could probably get away with washing your clothes every 2 weeks or so just because they were so big and could hold so much in them.
It wasn't until I'd been at BCU for like a month and I'd run out of clothes that I finally did my own laundry for the first time. I think my general clothes washing routine was to do a clothes wash either when I ran out of clothes completely or I was dangerously close to running out of socks.
Maybe even keep your laundry basket in a place where you can see it, so it's kind of a visual cue to get your washing done.
I had one of these big IKEA bags that fit as much in there as one of the washing machines did. So if this was full, I knew it's time to do my washing.
I did shamefully have to Google what to do and what I needed to buy before I did my first clothes wash. Washing powder, how much of that do I need? I have no idea.
I personally only use washing detergent and no fancy schnick-schnack.
I'm probably the worst person to ask when it comes to what detergents and softeners and stuff to use.
So in year one, I washed my clothes in the laundry room at my student accommodation.
Number one rule for student host laundry, do not forget to put on a timer for how long your washing will be, because you will make enemies.
I literally pick up the cheapest stuff in the supermarket and never bother with anything extra like fragrance sheets or anything like that.
Washing machine pods. One of these little things can do one whole wash. They're incredible. All you do really is throw this little guy into the washing machine, chuck your clothes in, turn the washing machine on, there we go.
I tried to use eco-friendly detergent, so I did the brand Small, such a cute name. Small is really good because they deliver your washing tabs every so often. Or you can go to Birmingham's Clean Kilo shop and bring your own bottle or jar or whatever and get some laundry detergent there, and it smells really nice.
It's essential really to have a drying rack in your bedroom.
It's definitely an essential item for your student flat, I think, especially if you don't have a garden, and it's really easy to use. You just pop it up after you've done a clothes wash and put all of your wet washing onto it, and then when your clothes are nice and dry, you just fold it up and put it away for another day.
Drying everything in student accommodation can be really annoying because you are quite limited on space. I had quite a compact air dryer which did fit in my room.
I tumble dried this turtleneck a bit too high by accident, and now it's more of a crop top, but that's fine, it's kind of cute.
Tumble drying can be relatively expensive, but I think it's quite good if you're in a rush as well, and doing perhaps bedclothes. It's kind of good in that aspect to sort of stump them in there and kind of get the job done quite quickly.
There were dryers in the laundry room which I mostly use for kind of more bulky things like bedding or towels and stuff. That is kind of another reason to keep on top of your washing, because if you're limited on space you won't have room to hang everything whilst it dries.
If I would have looked at the label, I would have known that it says Wash at 40 degrees, no bleaching, tumble dry on low.
To iron or not to iron? In my opinion, no iron.
I'm not actually wearing an iron shirt right now.
I also never iron. Most of my clothes don't crumple up in the wash, so I don't really see a point.
I don't think ironing is important at all at uni if you're a student, unless you're some kind of business person. I don't think I know anyone who irons their clothes.
Instead of ironing your clothes, if you have like a top or a dress or something that needs ironing, put it on a plastic hanger and then hang that hanger in your bathroom. And then when you have a hot shower, the steam from the shower gets rid of all the creases. Easy. Sometimes when I'm desperate, I hand wash some of my clothes. I fill up my sink with warm water. I add some of this hand washing liquid. Soak your clothes for a while until they're smelling nice. Empty the sink, rinse your clothes so you get rid of all of this stuff, and then dry them.
Check all your pockets for tissues, wrappers, money, whatever, because it's such a pain to clean up tissue. Like, ugh, no.
I really wish that I had a video like this to watch before I started uni. It would have prepared me a lot more.
Thank you very much for watching.
Get a drying rack and stay safe.
Bye guys!
Bye bye.